Good morning, good morning. So today is day 2, Sunday of the week and today's song question is a song you think everyone should listen to. Okay, I've said this song before already. I don't know if this counts, but I do feel as if everybody should listen to Graffiti the World by Rahab. It's a really good song. So, and number 2 on here, what do you do when you can't sleep? Sit up and think about situations I could have changed from 20 years ago. And if I have a road trip the next day, 20 different final destination moments that will happen on the road trip. And just other stuff that could go wrong, or I did wrong, or I'm not doing good enough, or or I just listen to audiobooks and play video or little games for money on Misplay. I'll link Misplay down below. You can get Amazon gift cards by playing games. What am I grateful for today? Hopefully Navajo tacos. There's a food truck in town, and Josh's mom is getting us Navajo tacos. So I've been wanting some for like 2 months now, because nobody in town that sells them anymore that I know of, or that I eat at. I think this one restaurant I don't go to has them, but and then there's gonna be this elote cup with brisket in it. Is a $4.20 special at this one dispensary, and they're like, okay, we'll have a food truck and it's gonna have different stuff. Yeah, I like brisket mac and cheese, but I figured the Navajo taco and the brisket elote was gonna be enough. Me and Josh are gonna split it. He's gonna have half and I'm gonna have half of each. So yep, I'm excited. I'm grateful for her buying us lunch. Anyways, so that's what I'm grateful for today. Anyways, I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday. I will be posting this on Saturday, of course. So, till tomorrow. Hello, happy Monday. So, let's see. A band you wish were together still. Linkin Park. Obviously they're not. They've just released some greatest hits and a couple on release songs, but yeah, that's not gonna happen. And if they replace or get a new singer, that's not gonna be the same. But I don't believe they are gonna do that. So Linkin Park. Let's see. Do people consider you talkative or quiet? It depends on who you ask and how well they know me. I never shut up around people I'm comfortable with. What am I grateful for? Today I am grateful for people who keep their word. And it's been a little easier since Josh's mom's been here. She's not staying that long, but it's been easier for sure since she's came. So, hopefully we can do all the things that we wanted to do while she's here to help him. And, yeah, so that's what I'm grateful for today. That is my Monday answers, and I'll see you tomorrow. Hey everybody, it's me. Who else would it be? So I'm here. I know I don't have to introduce myself for every day. Got 2 days I'm doing. Excuse me, forgive all the... there's a load in the dishwasher and I have to wait and unload and reload. Last night, Josh and his mom cooked me dinner. So that's what I'm grateful for today. It was a very delicious dinner. And Josh hasn't cooked dinner in a while, really, because he burns stuff a lot now. But his mom was there and he pulled off a fantastic dinner of some of my favorite foods. steak and asparagus wrapped in bacon. He did not do hollandaise sauce. He did Burmese sauce, I think it's called. And then there was some sauteed squash, cabbage apple salad. His mom made that. It was really good. Actually, I just had some for breakfast. I feel like there was some, oh, and smashed baked sweet potato. So yeah, and it was covered with butter and this buttery cinnamon roll seasoning from Flavor God. If you haven't tried it, it's delicious. It's like 0 calories. Good on cottage cheese, good on sweet potatoes. Some other stuff too, I'm sure, but I heard coffee. Okay, so 4 is gonna sound a lot like 3, I think. A song you like by an artist that is no longer living. Okay, so you know, Linkin Park. No, okay, I'm gonna go with my favorite song as a teenager, which is Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana. And I'm a Pisces, so you know, I do eye people like Pisces. She eyes me like a Pisces when I am weak. Yep. So, Heart Shaped Box by Nirvana. Okay. And then number 5 for this week, I don't know what number it is on the actual list. A song that makes you want to fall in love. Okay. A little stupid story time here. A while ago, very long ago, 2010, I got back in contact with my ex, Paul, whatever. He had just gotten out of prison. He messaged me, of course, you know, because that's the way he would do it. And yeah, I was like living in Wisconsin. I never left the house. I was about 600 pounds. I had a car, but I never left the house. And this was back when my mom was more mobile, and I was living with her for a few months. I didn't live with her a lot as an adult. I left home when I was about 16. Well, left home, made to leave, whatever. So anyways, I was living with her for a few months until I got back on my feet, because I had just moved back from Iowa. And I was looking for a place in Milwaukee. Anyways, okay, so, and my health was really horrible at the time too. This was right around the time where I was supposed to get, like, I had cancer cells that had to get removed. And, from, you know, and I freaked out. So anyways, he called me and he was talking, and we would talk every day. And I was like, he said something, and I was like, oh man, and I wrote him this long thing about he was going to take off to Albuquerque and this and that. And I was like, oh, we just got back in contact with each other and this and that. I wish I could just leave and go up and pick up my life and go on a wild adventure. Now keep in mind, I'm a hermit. I'm 600 pounds. I haven't left the house. I barely leave the house. And I start taking my stuff, my pillows and stuff. I can barely walk. I'm taking my stuff to the bag of my clothes and pillows to the car. And this does have a connection with the song, okay? I promise. Yeah, so my mom looks at me. She's playing her video games on her computer, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm going to New Mexico. She's like, oh, okay. And then finally, I'm done. And she looks at me, she's like, you're serious, aren't you? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay. I was like, well, if Paul calls, tell him that I'm on my way, not to leave where he's at. And she's like, I will. And I start driving. And I drove straight through with no sleep in my little Hyundai Elantra. Big old gal. I think I have pictures somewhere of what I looked like then. And, you know, he calls me about 2 in the afternoon. Are you for real? I'm like, yeah. He's like, where are you? I'm like, in Oklahoma. He's like, holy shit. It was all inspired by the song Teenage Dream by Katy Perry. I hate that song. No. Because when we met, we were young. We were really young. So, you know. And then that song came on, and I was like, let's run away and never look back. No, never look back. Anyways, and we lived in my car for 6 months in a Hyundai Elantra. We went to San Francisco, and I was afraid. I told him, I go, I have to have surgery, or I have to get, I have cancer, I have to get it removed. I'm afraid before I die. I want to see Washington. I want to go to San Francisco. I want to stick my feet in the Pacific Ocean, because I've already stuck it in the other one. I've lived in Florida. I've been to the beach there. I want to be on both coasts. I just want to be with you for a while and just enjoy life, just in case. And I knew it wasn't that. At the time, I was just freaking out. I know it's not that big of a deal of a surgery, but it's still a big deal. Anytime they gotta stick you under is a big deal to me. I was like, I want to see Seattle. I want to see San Francisco. I want to stick my feet in the ocean. And he's like, okay, well, let's do this. I was like, when we went to Las Vegas, he had family in San Francisco we stayed with. Went to Washington, stayed up there for about a month in Everett. I don't know why the color's weird on this. But yeah. So, and then he talked to my mom, and he drove me back to Milwaukee after we did all that. And then we went back out on the road. I stayed with my mom for about 3 weeks after my surgery. And then we went back out on the road after I got the okay from the doctor that I was all good and all the cancer was gone. And that's where the famous saying, like, we used to say to each other back and forth, it's a poncho, bitch, because my mom was in the elevator with me and him, and this lady's like, oh, I really like your sweater, and she was just in a really bad mood, and she didn't mean to be rude, but she's like, it's a poncho, bitch. Like, she was nervous about my surgery. She shouldn't have done it, but she did, and it is what it is. So whenever we saw a poncho from that point on, we'd be like, yeah. So yeah, there's the song. It makes you want to fall in love. Okay. Okay, so today I am grateful for that Pip will be going to boarding on Friday. It'll be his first test run. I really hope he does well. I'm glad they had an opening so fast. And okay. Let's see. Strangest thing you believed as a child. That if you swallowed watermelon seeds, you would have a watermelon in your belly. Let's see. Oh, and that Jim Hansen was my uncle. I don't really know if that's true or not. I think it's not. I'm pretty sure. I really don't know how many of my father's stories I can believe. I mean, technically my father's last name wasn't even Hansen. So, it was something else. He had changed it because he was on the run. I'm getting this checked out on the 7th. Don't worry. I know it looks weird. I have an appointment on the 7th. Already on top of that. And I'm also going to get my blood work results that day too. So, do you have a catchphrase? Several. Hey, it's me. Who else would it be? stay humble, stay kind, and look out for the normal people. Laters. Anyways, so that is it. We have 2 more to do, Thursday and Friday. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hey everyone, it's me in the room. Cut the selfie stick. Just got home. Again, 2 days of questions for y'all. So, last 2 days. A song that breaks your heart. Okay, don't take the girl. Don't take the girl. If you know, you know. If not, look it up, listen to it. Every time. And also, Whiskey Lullaby. Here's a Pip Shadow. A song from your childhood. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. C is for cookie. Anyways, okay, if you had to change your name at this point in my life, no, I wouldn't change my name because I've kind of gotten used to it, and a name is just a name to me. It's not like a big deal, you know. There's nicknames, there's stuff like that, so no, I would not change my name. First thought when you wake up, time to make the donuts, aka feed the dogs. That's been a thing for a while, since like 2014 ish. Okay, what I'm grateful for. Yesterday, just teamwork. Having someone else to help with stuff is nice. And today, Pip went to boarding. Well, Kelly and I went out of town. Josh stayed here. Penny stayed here. But yeah, Pip did really well, and he can go back again. So next time we're going to try an overnight, or we're going to try it with Penny. And we're going to work up to August. Hopefully they can stay there. Penny and Pip can stay there for a day or 2. I'm not exactly sure about these 2 dogs. Hopefully somebody can be here to feed them and stuff. But yeah, so I can go to rehab, the concert. So yeah, I'm grateful that Pip didn't freak out in boarding, and he did a good job, and he is welcome back. Yay! So yay! So till next week, stay humble, stay kind, look out for those normal people. Laters.